In the animal world, hierarchy is not always decided by size or strength, but by courage. What happens when a predator underestimates someone it believes to be an easy prey? Today, you will see increasingly shocking confrontations where the hunter learns a lesson they will never forget, and most importantly, some do not end as you might imagine. So, are you ready to experience uncertainty and not know what will happen in each encounter? Let's begin. In a fatal excess of confidence, a coyote made the mistake of approaching too close to a pack of wolves. Although the coyote was probably looking for a scavenging opportunity or an easy meal, the wolves did not tolerate his presence in their territory. The pack's reaction was immediate and coordinated. In less than a minute, the wolves relentlessly neutralized the coyote, demonstrating that in the hierarchy of wild canines, the wolf remains the undisputed king. This segment shows the endurance and determination of a hungry wolf chasing its prey. The coyote tried to use its agility to make quick turns and escape, but the wolf kept constant pressure without giving it a break. As both disappeared into the distance, it was clear that the coyote had little chance of winning that endurance race. Although it was not shown on screen, there is no doubt it was only a matter of time before the wolf caught it. This is one of the most action-packed moments where a guard dog shows why it is the protector of the home. A first coyote tried to enter its territory and was defeated with frightening efficiency. Surprisingly, a second coyote made the imprudence of following the first, but the dog, far from being intimidated or tired, intercepted it with the same technical precision, dispatching both intruders within moments. The difference in physical power was marked in this encounter. The coyote approached the pitbull without measuring the consequences, and the dog did not hesitate for a second to go on the offensive. With quite strong force, the pitbull dominated the confrontation from the start. The coyote had no chance to defend nor to flee. It was a demonstration of swift justice where the domestic dog completely overcame the wild predator. In this scene, the coyote was overwhelmed not only by strength, but also by teamwork. Cornered by two pit bulls, the coyote tried a desperate escape tactic by throwing itself into the water. However, the dogs did not abandon the chase and pursued it into the aquatic element. The coyote's lack of swimming skill under pressure, combined with the ferocity of the two dogs, sealed a very undesirable fate for the wild animal. Unlike other more one-sided encounters, here we see a true battle of wills. The husky, honoring its lineage of work and endurance, stood firm against the coyote's charges. The coyote launched several attacks but encountered a wall of resistance. The husky defended its position so fiercely that after analyzing the risk of getting injured, the coyote decided that this prey was not worth the effort and chose to retreat. This confrontation reflects that the best victory is the battle that is never fought. In this open field encounter, what stands out the most is not physical contact but psychological warfare. A Doberman and a coyote face each other. The upright stance, tense muscles, and absolute confidence of the Doberman create invisible pressure on the wild predator. It was enough for the domestic dog to take a single firm step forward for the coyote to panic and make a desperate escape, being chased by the dog until it went off camera. I hope that coyote managed to escape, because if the Doberman caught it, I do not even want to imagine what happened next. This segment illustrates the danger of invading territory protected by an organized group. A reckless coyote crossed into a property defended by 4 Dobermans. The reaction was instant. The group surrounded the intruder, leaving no escape route. The coyote was knocked down and dragged by the powerful guardians, who delivered a corrective lesson that made it clear that numerical superiority and the strength of this breed are lethal in defense of their home. Before continuing, remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video to keep enjoying these moments that few get to witness. Despite being outnumbered 3-1, this Doberman displayed exceptional discipline and composure. Instead of panicking when the coyotes tried to surround and flank it, the dog remained calm and worked in perfect harmony with its owner. Using measured tactical moves of retreat and counterattack, the Doberman managed to frustrate the attempts of the coyote pack, who finally surrendered to the intelligence and courage of the trained animal. This scene shows a coyote that infiltrated a livestock corral intending to hunt a chicken, but ended up encountering 2 pit bulls with very sharp protective instincts. As soon as the dogs detected the intruder, they launched a coordinated and explosive attack. Trapped between the 2 powerful dogs, the coyote had no room to maneuver or possibility to defend itself. The predator quickly became the prey, ending the encounter with the coyote completely pinned to the ground under the force of the guardians. In this brief but impactful encounter, a pit bull tried to lunge at a goat, completely underestimating the farm animal's ability to respond. At the precise moment of impact, the goat used its neck and forehead to deliver a dry and brutal headbutt. The force was such that the dog was propelled through the air, landing several meters away. After receiving such a blow, the pit bull abandoned any intention to fight and immediately withdrew, leaving the goat as the clear winner within seconds. Unlike the previous clash, this segment shows a longer and more strategic battle. A second pit bull launched a frontal attack with all its strength, trying to subdue the goat through persistence. However, the goat demonstrated unbreakable resilience. Instead of fleeing or panicking, it stood firm with each charge, returning blows with its horns and holding its position. The battle of wills lasted until the dog, exhausted and frustrated by not being able to break the goat's spirit, decided to give up and end the aggression. This segment presents a nightmare scenario. A young leopard manages to infiltrate the inside of a house and prowls the living room looking for an easy prey. However, it encounters the family pit bull who, despite initially being cornered in a confined space, reacts with fierce protective instinct. The dog does not yield to fear, instead it launches a series of barks and aggressive movements that send a clear message of territoriality. The leopard, probably inexperienced and surprised by the dog's unwavering determination, decides that the risk of a fight is not worth it and retreats into the darkness, allowing the pit bull to win the battle through pure strength of will and bravery. Seconds later, the owner appeared and together with another person searched the house for the leopard, but apparently the feline had already left. This sequence, captured by a security camera, shows the extreme danger pets face in areas close to the habitat of big cats. A leopard stealthily infiltrates a house's yard, moving with millimeter precision. Without the small dog noticing its presence, the leopard launches a swift attack from behind, catching the dog in its jaws in what seemed to be a fatal outcome. However, the fate of the small animal changed in seconds thanks to the brave and quick intervention of its owner, who, upon hearing the commotion, immediately came out to scare off the predator. Surprisingly, despite the initial grip's strength of the feline, the dog managed to break free from the leopard's fangs and escaped alive. It is a testament to the incredible resilience of this small dog and how human intervention was the deciding factor between life and death. And now that you have seen these moments, which encounter did you like or impact you the most? Leave it in the comments. Let's see how many of us choose the same. And speaking of choosing, the best decision is to watch the video on your screen to keep enjoying the most incredible encounters in nature. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like so you don't miss these unique moments.